back, everyone. We are busy with the vintage journal. Last time we left off, we did all the stenciling, the stamping, we did a couple of rub-ons, and then I said we'd come back and we'd do all the trim. Now, I didn't film it because it's quite tedious and I didn't want to bore you all with that kind of stuff. So I've just kind of gone along and stuck some trim, some lace. I've used a lot of this eyelash trim because I think it gives it that nice kind of vintagey, grungy look. The eyelash trim was white and I just tea stained it to get that stark whiteness off. So I've done it on like every third or fourth page, and sometimes I've put some on the top, sometimes on the bottom, so all just random. Okay, now what I want to do today is I want to put like some random foil on some of the pages. Now I've got a couple of different kinds. So I've got this Rolls Gold, which is like these flakes. I don't like working with this flake stuff, you know, if I want it like in it just gets messy. So I also have this embossing foil, which is super easy to use. You just kind of smear the glue on, rub it on, and then pull the sheet off and it sticks. But the problem is it's gold, it's not the rose gold, so, and I don't know how that's going to look. So I don't know if it's kind of going to go with the whole vintage thing. And then I've got some rose gold sheets, which are also quite finicky to use because this foil is so fine. So I don't think I'm going to use this one. I think I'm going to go in with, I'm going to try the first one with the flakes. If it's not working nicely, then I'm going to go to this embossing foil. Okay, so I'm not going to do a lot of it, just the odd touch here and there. And I'm going to use a glue stick. My glue stick's dry. Okay, I do have this gliding glue, which is meant for this foil. Problem is it takes a while to dry. That's why I like to use this stick. Let me try this one. Got this glue stick. Let's see if this will work. Yeah, that's pretty okay. And I'm literally just gonna do that. See, the problem with this is that it's all scrunched, the foil's like all scrunched up. Okay, then you would take a clean fluffy brush, just make sure that it's stuck down, and you would just go over this to get rid of all of the excess. See what I mean by it's kind of messy. And you'd have to save all these flakes because you can use that again. Then I'm going to do one more page. I'm just going to do like two 2 spots maybe in each signature. Actually, I'm going to do this one in the gold. Let's see, so this one, you literally just take the sheet, stick it down, and then just rub onto the glue so that the foil actually sticks. And you want to make sure the glue is dry before you pull it off. There you go. Far easier. I can still feel a little bit of stickiness, so I'm going to go in again. There we go. So, oh, you know what? I think the gold's okay. I'll kind of do both. I'll mix it up. This is the second signature. Start with the gold. No. You can tell when you start to peel it if the glue's dry or not. Still a bit damp. I probably put too much glue on, that's why. Okay. Just wait a bit for that to dry. You know what would be cool is after I've used this, I could actually use this in something like to, look how cool that looks that the music paper is shining through. I could use it to make a pocket or something. Okay, I've still got a few wet pieces here. I'm just going to leave it to dry rather. Okay, and then we will do some rose gold. Let's do some rose gold onto this one here. And we're going to put it. Okay, right, so that's signature 2. Let's do the third signature. Maybe I'll do some over this, over these 2 things here. maybe I could try and follow this design if I use this gliding glue. That might work. I'm just trying to see who this is from. Oh, this, I think it's Finnabar, I don't know how you say it. It's called Art Extravaganza Gliding Glue. Okay. I'm just going to take a paintbrush and get rid of these gloops, these dollops that have come out, because those will take forever to dry. Okay. All right. Just wait for this to dry a little bit. I think we need to wait till this is bone dry before we even attempt to scrape it off and dust it off. Okay, I'm going to leave that to dry a bit. Let's find our... Is this the last page? Have I already done one in here? Okay, now I've got the whole thing upside down. No, Laura Ann, what's going on? Maybe I'll do the bag. Let's do the bag in some gold. Where should we do it? Just like framing this butterfly image, maybe. There we go. That's nice. Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna bore you guys with waiting until this is dry, so I'm just gonna leave this and flake it off tomorrow. Okay. Right, so the next thing that I want to do is make some ruffles. Now, I'm going to use some patterned paper and then some of this, just this normal cotton fabric that I've got. I'm going to make some ruffles. The inside of the cover that I'm going to make, I'm going to use patterned paper. I like this stuff. So they're literally old patterns that I just got at a thrift store. That I'm going to use on the inside of the cover, and I'm going to use the vintage stain almost like as decoupage. Okay, so I'm going to make some ruffles out of this, and the way I make the ruffles is I literally going to tear them into long strips like this and then feed it through the sewing machine, and as I feed it through the sewing machine I just push it like so, so it makes like a, and I just do one long stitch down the middle. So I'm going to go and make a few of those out of some fabric, some like this kind of ribbon maybe. I don't know what you call this. Anyway, so make some out of this, some pattern paper, some out of some cotton. Yeah, and then I will be back. Okay, so I've made all the ruffles. I just used whatever thread was in my machine, so it's I think black and green and then black and white. So I made a couple of plain ones, and then here are all of the ones on the patterned paper. I just sew them as one big string, you know, instead of pulling it out and cutting it for the next piece. Then I've got a couple of different ribbons. Okay, I'm not gonna put these in the journal yet. I will do this closer to the end as kind of like a filler. Okay. Oh, and then I've got this one too. Alright, so that's all the ruffles made, and then I'm going to make a couple of bows out of just this cotton. And then I think I might put some vintage stain onto some of these just to make it a little bit more grungier. I love it that this fabric is, you know, is like fraying so much. It gives it that nice tattered look, which I guess is kind of what I'm going for. Okay. Right, so just to kind of, maybe I will stick a few on now. Let's, like for instance here, I think it would be nice to just have a ruffle there, maybe a little bow. Maybe on the music paper, another piece of the patterned one. And you know, you don't need to worry about cutting the thread because you're going to glue this onto the page anyway, which will hold it stitched. You know, the stitching won't come undone. Put one there with maybe like a flower. And you can also hang it over the side of the page, so it's, you know, it doesn't have to be stuck so far in. You get that nice. Okay, so that's kind of the idea with those. But I generally like to stick these things in, or put these things on as fillers afterwards, you know, after I've got all my pockets and everything stuck in, then I'll put all of that kind of stuff inside the journal. Okay, so I think that's what we'll start tomorrow. We will start making some pockets and some tags. We already made this window envelope with a nice big tag, so that'll go in the journal somewhere. And then I found this, which I'd previously made out of 2 envelopes, which is quite nice. I might even do another one of these so that I can kind of show you how I do that. Okay, well, thanks everyone for watching. Come back tomorrow and we'll get started on all of the tags and the fun stuff. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so and give the video a thumbs up. Thanks so much. See you later. Bye.